got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away of being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's James. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Texans at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in just an absolute free-fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Alec Pierce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
All right, good. Red, cycle. Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
12, 10. Strike, check, strike.
Harris running straight ahead. Gets around him. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air. And I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Gay's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with the W.
3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Right, 60.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Hardy set to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They run it with James. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Charger drive about to get going. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Right, 97. Check, pitch.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that won't buy them much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Harris is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 4. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Dallas Goedert from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go. Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6, 7. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the 2nd quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's taken in by Watson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Azeez Ojulari. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Down. Hey, close to you.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the line is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
Hey, check mega. Bill Green.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, but they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He finds Pierce. It's complete.
Touchdown, Houston.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll set up a throw. Out to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return, Hardy. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They're going to look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Red cycle.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Joe Tryon, his second sack of the night. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
In motion goes the tight end. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Tariq Castro-Fields. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Number 38.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll set up to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ultra.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Devontae Smith, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He finds Wilson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On the move to his left. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, close field.
Back to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back through every play of this contest and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
He's got room at the 30. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Check man. Watch it. 6.
He'll look to throw.
Drops this off with Nwangu. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Let's go now. 560.
Back to throw.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's going to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There he goes, right side. 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Here we go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Ready?
Now back to throw. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Houston, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner and nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, blasphemy, don't down. Round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's a lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Bars, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity, and I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making a million of verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim it ready to whittles beat. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Bentley Bentayga, the dash on wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably see the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
All right, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready?
And you still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil.
It's alright, man.
Can you go to court? Get it in.
Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing it did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it.
We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I get your and jump in the pause. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my constant, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the blood. We already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the football.
Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew. One for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top. Cut it off the road, off the curb, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoys. 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits trying